Speaking of that, what does that do to sweep the LA schools in
Never thought about that. That's awesome. Well, then that is great. That's huge for our recruiting. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's really big, man. That's really big because we got a lot of guys here. I don't know what I'm allowed to say and whatever, but we got a lot of guys here, obviously from around there. So that was huge.
When you get an 80-some-yard drive, but you also eat up 8 minutes or whatever it was, I don't know how it could be any more perfect. To kind of put the game away there. Yeah,
that was awesome. But my favorite drive of the game was when we didn't throw a pass and just boom, 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 boom. That was greatness. That was just like testament to our offensive line and Eno and our guys blocking out on the perimeter and just not being selfish. But yeah, there at the end, that was big to eat up all that clock because obviously you saw there at the end, they had some time left and that was big.
So that drive in the third quarter, was that just a halftime adjustment or just like hitting plays you just didn't hit in the first half?
No, we had a pretty extensive run game plan going into the game. And so, what happens is when you have a lot of stuff to call, you start, maybe we might have been on the verge of having too much. But when we got in at halftime, we were like, okay, this is what's working. This is what we need to do. And we just went out there and hit those plays and bang, 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 just so you guys wouldn't have to ask me about the third quarter anymore. All right?
What does it say about just Eno breaking the Pac-10 single season record?
Yeah. Okay, that happened today. That's awesome. That's great.
What about his game?
I went back and I watched the Oklahoma game before I went to bed last night, and they had like 80 yards rushing at halftime. And I think we were somewhere similar to that in my mind, and I was just thinking, okay, these guys, they are tough. They're a really good, tough team against the run in the first half, and a lot of people have got their yards in the second half against them. And so, I felt pretty good that we could do that. And I just knew, you just keep giving the ball to Eno, and you know that it's coming. It's coming. Sooner or later, he's popping one, and then it's going to roll. Love you too, man. Proud of you. Good job, guys.
You've had so many one-possession games. Do you feel now when you get into it that you're battle-tested and kind of know how to get over in those kind of games?
Yeah, I think the kids are. My heart is not. Like, I'm never going to get used to that. But, no, you kind of do. You kind of get a sense, okay, all right, this is what you got to do. And the kids don't freak out. And they, they're like, okay, we've been here before. And that's always big to have some experience under your belt in those situations. And it showed tonight. They did a really good job down the stretch.
Must be part of Wilkins bouncing back, for the
yes, that was exactly. I got on the phone with him and I said, "Look, dude, we're going to go right down here and we're going to score on this drive." And he went out there and he did it, and that was great. And I told him that at halftime. That was. You have no idea how big that is and how strong that is of a performance for somebody who just threw a pick six. In a game like this, in his last game here and all that, the emotions could have overtaken him right there. He didn't even flinch. Went out there and scored.
Sorry, was that a miscommunication or what happened on that? It seemed like Nikhil maybe didn't continue in the way that Manny thought, or?
Yeah, he gave Nikhil a specific route, and it just I got to watch it on film. Yeah, I didn't really quite see it because I was looking over on the other side when it happened because I thought it was going over to the trip side.
You had Kyle Williams. He recovered the fumble, and then also he was on the hands team and got the onside.
Did he? See, I'm glad I talked to you guys because I have no idea any of these things are going on. Like, I didn't know Kyle got that one. I can't see. I got my glasses, and then I take them off to look and all that. But, no, that's huge. That's huge. You just tell you, Kyle's done that his whole career here. He always finds a way to affect the football game.
And anything about Cole Cabral getting knocked out and coming back in? You had Cody out there for a couple series.
Yeah, he's just a tough kid, man. And Cody came in, did a great job. Anytime you lose a center, everybody starts to look around. You get that, oh, no deal because that guy touches the ball every single snap. And you know how easy it is for a new center to come in there and not perform well. It's pretty easy to do that, actually. Cody came in and did a great job. And then, it just tells you how tough my man Cole is.
In your experience, Rob, are the emotions on senior day something that can fuel a team, or is it something that you have to overcome, like an obstacle?
That's a good question, and we talked to the kids this morning in the walkthrough about that very thing. I've been doing this for 29 years, and I've seen it go both ways. And I talked to them about that. Don't let the emotions, don't let it get out of your normal routine of what you've done the last 2 weeks. And it's hard not to because you got all the extra stuff going on. I can't tell you all the different things that happened today, and I was just going, oh man, here we go. But the kids overcame it, and they did a good job. But you're exactly right. It can work against you sometimes.
That's true.